Alright, I got this Mastercraft light here and it's going on the workbench because of obvious reasons. Watch this. It only charges when there's downward pressure on the charge cable. No good for me. So, the way these come apart, I figured this out by destroying one previously. This whole ring here twists that way. That comes out and reveals a screw there and a screw there. And my ratcheting screwdriver with the longer handle is downstairs. So I will fumble, as the channel is named, with this. I'll speed it up for you though. Be nice. Now, as the USB port, it's not part of the wobble. So this whole thing that I'm unscrewing here, I think has like a 7 or 8 pin connector. Yeah, there it is. They've changed that up a little bit. Can't tell if those two screws or those two screws are the ones to take out to get that board out. I will get a longer screwdriver. I will be back. That's a little tough to access. Let's try to just pull this out first, if it'll let us. Yeah. That's easier. My table is magnetic. And the light agrees with that. Now, looks like I could pull the whole thing out. Let's just take all the screws out. So this wire comes from the battery, as elucidated by the BT there, which I don't think the old versions had. This removable battery connection. I think it was all one monolithic pile of wiring and it was very chaotic to take apart. I was actually taking apart that unit at the start of this channel, but I made such a mess of it that I didn't post it. There, that's free now. Oh, a full-size 18650, that's good, because the old version of this was an 18500. It was shorter. So here is our culprit board. Let's see if anything happens if I plug it. Uh-oh. 1 second. Found it. If I just plug this light in, does that do it? Or does it also need the battery to even light up at all? Okay. Power. Green light. Still intermittent. So we can safely disconnect. Just slide this board out. Should be just that this connector here is not making good contact. So I suggest just adding a little bit of solder. So the middle 3 pins don't seem to do anything. It's the first and the last. Bringing power back, and it will confirm. So it works. It works with downward pressure. Which way is down on this? Down would be like that, because this faces up into the light, so that makes sense. Downward pressure torques the connectors into the board. I gotta look up the pinout of one of these. So it looks like this side is positive. I don't have a magnifying glass. It looks okay from this angle. but it's possible that this board is coming apart. I think what I will do, just add a little bit of flux and solder in there. Guess I should use the pointiest of tips. Not a lot of structure to those. Well, I don't really know that did it. But let's plug this in and see what it thinks. And that did it. Look at that. Twisting on it. And it's good. Just needed a little bit of solder. It's good to know. Now we just try to clean up the flux that we put in there. Need a Q-tip. This half-used one will do. Add like 800 hairs to the project. What the heck, sure, good enough. This has to get unplugged once more so that it can go home in here. Slides in like so. That's over on this side. I wonder what this hole is for. Oh, yeah, there's a little flap. And the part that holds the flap punches through there. But the flap fell off one day, which is my bad. So that all sits in like that. It goes down. These more pan head style screws. Try the screwdriver. Getting a little bit of the weeble wobble, squeezing it in around the battery wire. Let's try the other side first. I'm not actually sure what that's screwing into, but okay. That bit into something. Okay. Skinnier ones. Things plugged in. Yes, it is. Last couple of screws. So, big final reveal. Plug it in and light it on. I can go like that. It's not cutting out. Fixed.